Ranking Member Yuko in the back of the room for Ranking Member Yuko. Would you like to weigh in on when we think we're going to, come on up here, when we're going to see that bill?
It's a great question. It's one that we asked last Friday. We sent a message to the chairman requesting a copy of the bill. We did not have nothing responded to since last Friday. We're still waiting. We'd love to help prepare to address this bill, and if we were in fact going to try to make it better, it would help to know what they were thinking or doing on the other side, something we were not privy to for whatever particular reason. But the reason why we are here today is because a long history of life in the United States and life here in Ohio, and fights that have been ongoing for whether it's women's rights, whether it's civil rights, whether it's workers' rights, whether it's the right to organize, whether it's the right to work for a fair wage, whether it's the right to have decent health care, whether it's the right to be able to retire with a decent pension one day, whether it's the right to work with dignity and not be repressed for any particular reason. These are all reasons why all these folks are good folks are standing here today, because there's a very powerful message. Their rights are being trampled on by Senate Bill 5. And it's not going to be tolerated. It's not going to be tolerated by this caucus. It's not going to be tolerated by this General Assembly on the Democratic side that understands the importance that, number one, if we're going to have something that's broken, we will fix it. But this is a particular case where something is not broken. It's worked extremely well. I have been part of this organization with Public Employee Collective Bargaining from day one. I proudly wear a button on my lapel when we put together a public employee division for the Laborers International Union in North America, because we understand the importance of working together, making sure the message is loudly heard, and making sure that every single worker, whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're female, whether you're male, whether you're rich, whether you're poor, whether you're part of the South or whether you're part of the North part of the state, that we're all going to have the opportunity to work in dignity for decent wages and health care and working conditions. And that's what it all comes down to. And that's what's not happening today. To the bill that we haven't seen? Good question, huh?
Well, are Democrats offering any amendments to that bill right now?
As of right now, I can't answer that.
Because you don't,
I haven't seen the bill yet.
You haven't seen the bill. It's hard to offer an amendment on something that you haven't seen. How do you even begin to think about whether there's places where you can attempt to fix it?
Well, you can offer amendments on the current bill, though, right?
On the current bill.
Why can't you offer amendments on the current bill?
Because the current bill isn't amendable.
But I mean, if it passes the committee tomorrow morning and skids quickly to a full vote,
You know, let's be honest.
you're talking in the next 48 hours anyway.
What are we looking at? We're looking at a referendum. I think we all know it. And, you know, I'm not going to try to hide it and try to do some kind of shuffle that's going to confuse you guys. You guys aren't ready to be confused at this point in time. You know what the cards we're dealing with. You know what we're going to play, how we're going to play out, and you know what we're going to have to do. And I think the people of Ohio are ready. They'll be ready to respond. And frankly, it's a sad day that when we have to move in this direction in the state of Ohio, when we don't listen to the will of the people. But you know what? So be it, and we'll do what we have to do.
Last question.
Yeah.
Is the referendum as opposed to?
That's what I'm looking at, sir. Yes.